Thanks for joining us. Coming to you live from Arirang's News Center in Seoul, I'm Shin Se-min. We are breaking away from our regular programming to bring you live coverage of a briefing from South Korea's health authorities for the latest on the coronavirus outbreak here in the nation. In moments' time, we will be cutting over to a live conference being held in government complex in Sejong for health authorities briefing on the latest of the outbreak here in the country. Now, we will also have the live interpretation in English of the officials' remarks, so do stay tuned. And as we came on the air, we have learned that the total confirmed COVID-19 cases, it looks like we are getting live video footage from the briefing center. Here's the official briefing from South Korean government.
It will be followed by a Q&A session. Now here's the briefing. Let us now begin our regular briefing for March 16th, Monday. As of today, midnight, we have a total of 7,024 on quarantine, and a total of 75 have died. And yesterday, the new confirmed cases were 74, and 303 have been discharged yesterday following full recovery, and there were no additional fatality. Prime Minister Chung Se-kyun convened a KCDC meeting this morning, during which he touched upon issues including expanding of the special entry procedures as well as the stable supply of face masks. He said that for 3 straight days, we have seen a more number of those who have been discharged than those who have been newly confirmed. However, he said that we should not forget our lessons that we learned from Daegu and Gyeongbuk region. And centering around Daegu and Gyeongbuk region, the total number of confirmed cases is decreasing, and this was all possible thanks to all of the support and participation given by our citizens. And we once again extend our deepest gratitude to all of the citizens living in Daegu and Gyeongbuk province, as well as the medical staff who have been working on site. We have been witnessing a stable decrease in the number of new confirmed cases. However, we should not let our guards down. In Daegu, we are having a control over the outbreak of the Shincheonji members. However, we are witnessing sporadic outbreaks in the Daegu city. And nationwide as well, we are also identifying cases that whose roots are unstable and unrecognized, and therefore this implies that the coronavirus is spreading across the country. And also in other parts of the world, the coronavirus is rapidly increasing. Therefore, we need to protect our borders against any foreign influx. Therefore, it is a time for us to focus on our efforts to curb the virus through our quarantine measures and protect our borders. We will continue to carry out the screenings and testings for Daegu and Gyeongbuk region, as well as those for the metropolitan area, so that we can successfully identify the confirmed cases at an early stage. As well, we will also intensify our quarantine for our borders so that we can prohibit and curb the further spread of further influx from foreign countries. And the live treatment centers are also up and running very well, and we need to focus on decreasing the number of new fatalities. And I ask all of the public to to keep an alert, and we need to always remember that we need to comply with individual and personal sanitary measures. We need to refrain from going to outdoor activities and mass gatherings, and we need to keep social distancing. In order to curb the further outbreak of these sporadic outbreaks, we believe that for the past couple of weeks, we need to exert even more efforts. After the WHO has declared a pandemic, many countries are intensifying their quarantine on their borders. And up until yesterday, about over 150,000 cases have been identified in all over the country, all over the world, and over 6,000 people have died due to the coronavirus. And in Italy, the rapid spread is being witnessed, and in Spain, a daily increase of confirmed cases amount to over 1,000, and in Germany and France as well, the coronavirus outbreak is spreading very fast. Therefore, each of the nations are carrying out intensified quarantine measures, like closing down stores and schools, and they are closing their borders against any other influx of foreign countries. And in the U.S., over 3,000 cases have been confirmed, and on March 13th, it declared a state of emergency, and it is intensifying its quarantine screening ever since then. And in the Middle East, centering around Iran, we are also witnessing a daily increase of more than 1,000 confirmed cases, and this is also spreading to other parts of the Middle East. And also here in Asia, centering around Japan and Southeast Asia, we are also witnessing an increase of confirmed cases. Therefore, we need to have our eyes on the trends of the outbreak. Therefore, as of today midnight, for all of those who are entering from Europe, including all of the people, we will be intensifying and expanding the special entry procedures. This is on top of our five European countries that we have issued the special procedures, and it will be extended to Poland, Russia, and other flights that come via Dubai. And we need to consider, and such measures also consider all of the latest outbreaks that are happening across the world, including Europe. And we will also be having discussions about such measures, especially with the related ministries. And we are having stricter screening, and of course, we will have more enhanced discomfort, but I ask for all of your support. And next is about the supply of protective gears. And as it's expected that the coronavirus outbreak is going to last long, each of the nations are trying to tackle the surge of increase of the supply and demand for the protective gears like gowns and goggles. And to this, the South Korean government will also take strategic measures to secure the supply of such gears. In order to protect the medical staff, we will ensure that these protective gears will be dispatched evenly and immediately to these medical staff. And through March, we will additionally secure 1.8 million protective gowns and 2 million face masks in order to protect our medical staff from the virus. And we will decrease our dependency on foreign imports, and we will try to manufacture more in the country. And many medical staff are showing their dedication and commitment on the field, and I thank them once again. And the government also will acknowledge the efforts put forth by these medical staff who are fighting on site. And we will also provide all of the supply and support that we can. And we will also expand the amount of subsidiary and incentives for the medical insurance, which is currently only applied to Daegu and Gyeongbuk region. This will be expanded to a nationwide, and these will include measures like the treatment fee for the negative pressure rooms as well as other units. And we will also secure an increasing number of negative pressure units and screening facilities so that we can decrease the medical center's burden on these fees starting from the end of March. And in Yeongnam and also other regions, we will designate more infectious disease designated hospitals so that more people can be treated. And we will also be providing more gowns, and currently we are providing 1.8 million protective gowns, but this will be increased in the future. And we will also establish a hotline so that we can identify the demands of these protective gowns on real time. And as for the medical centers and hospitals that have greater financial losses, we will also provide measures to provide them with more incentives and benefits. Also, for those of the hospitals that are seeing a decrease of the patients and are going through financial difficulties, we will provide more loan support for them throughout April and May. And the government, in order to curb the spread of the virus, we acknowledge the dedications and commitment put forth by the medical staff as well as the hospitals. We will spare no efforts in supporting them. Of course, we are seeing a decrease in the on-day increase of confirmed patients, but we cannot let our guards down as of yet. And the government is exerting our full efforts to curb the further spread of the virus. We also acknowledge the fact that many of the public have been participating fully in our efforts. And please bear with us for the next couple of weeks. Please comply with the individual sanitary measures, and please refrain from having social gatherings, and please keep social distancing. Right now is a moment where we need to identify the importance of solidarity and cooperation, which will do good for our society. Discrimination and turning backs will also make a disturbed social sense, so that it will also curb disturb our efforts to curb the virus. I ask for all of your support. Thank you very much.
There you have it. Just to recap some of the things that we just heard from South Korean health authorities, it said that the country has now confirmed coronavirus cases. Related deaths stands at 76, with the total number of confirmed cases standing at 8,236 as of this Monday morning. The official also said that the country is continuously witnessing some of these sporadic outbreak being spotted across the nation, so that it is a bit too early to let the guards down as the authorities' standpoint. And the health authorities also mentioned that he also stressed the importance of social distancing among a lot of the Korean nationals trying to combat the virus, and also touted the medical professionals for their dedicated work and promised to secure more protective gears necessary in fighting the coronavirus here in the nation. And that does it for us at this hour. Our next news lineup coming up at noon Korea time. That will be less than 1 hour from now. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.